Good morning, my darlings, and welcome to day 27 of the 31 Days of Horror. Today I bring you Stephen King's absolute classic. It's 52 years old. It was first published on December the 1st, 1972. 52 years old. It was published in Cavalier magazine. It is the one, the only killer washing machine, the Mangler by Stephen King. Oh yes, of all the stories and tales I could bring you for day 27, I bring you a killer washing machine, or more precisely, a killer speed ironer. Yes, not really technically a washing machine, although mangles have been attached to washing machines in the past. But yes, so we have a speedy demon ironing machine, mangle, the Mangler. Yes. Killer washing machines and mangles and irons. You'll never look at your laundry pile in the same light ever again, will you? Now, I don't actually have a physical copy of this. I do believe you can find a copy it's a very short story, you see, and it might be in the Night Shift volume of Horror Tales. I believe that's where I first was introduced to this little gem, although its origins are way older than that. Yes, the Night Shift book. Anyway, as I said, it was written for a magazine called Cavalier magazine in 1972. So it's a breakout piece for Stephen. Well, we begin our gruesome little tale of the washing machine that wants to live longer with your hand gone. Other cleaning machines are available. There we go. Police Detective John Hunton investigates a fatal, terrible, awful accident at the Blue Ribbon Laundry, no less, in which worker Adele Frawley was killed. Frawley is inexplicably pulled into the laundry speed ironing and folding machine, which the workers colloquially call and refer to it as the Mangler. Hunton is disturbed by the sight of Frawley's remains. She is flatter than the walls and spread everywhere. It's like strawberry jam has gone very, very wrong indeed. Ew. Yeah, well, he's very disturbed, is Hunton, by the sight of her remains, and expects that the laundry owners will be jailed for negligence in Frawley's death. Imagine his absolute shock, amazement, surprise, insert expletives here, when a formal inquest absolves the laundry of any wrongdoing. I mean, really? Wow. Roger Martin, an inspector involved with the inquest, informs Hutton that a thorough inspection of the Mangler revealed no problems with it, and that the machine is equipped with safety measures designed specifically to prevent exactly what happened to Frawley. The accident that killed her should have been impossible. Over the days that follow, more accidents happen at the Blue Ribbon Laundry. Oh dear. A steam line ruptures on the Mangler, burning several laundry workers. The foreman, George Stanner, is later maimed when the machine nearly pulls him in, like it did with Frawley. It nearly pulls him right in, forcing a maintenance man to sever George Stanner's arm with a fire axe to save his life. Oh, brutal, man, brutal. Witnesses report that the Mangler could not be shut off, even after its fuses had been pulled. The strange accidents involving the speed ironer began about a week before Frawley's death, when a young worker named Sherry Oulette accidentally cut her finger and spilled blood on the machine. Hutton interviews Sherry Oulette and learns she is a virgin. How did that come about in conversation? I have no idea. Hutton's friend Mark Jackson, an English professor with an interest in the occult literature, hypothesizes that through a strange set of unrelated events, the Mangler, oh dear, the Mangler has accidentally consumed several ingredients: the blood of a virgin from Oulette, bat's blood from bats nesting in the old laundry, and a horse's hoof from a container of jello in a bag of lunch. Oh, it's the most random things you could possibly think of. These things are commonly used in occult rituals. Inadvertently, it summoned a demon. She's possessed by a demon. Oh my, it could only be a Stephen King, couldn't it? It somehow possessed the speed ironer. Wow. Hutton and Jackson prepare to exorcise the demon from the ironing machine. Oh, yeah, you just do that randomly on a Friday night, don't you, my darlings? They are concerned that the ingredients were used in summoning might have included belladonna, referred to as the hand of glory, which would call forth an even stronger demon. But they discount. Oh, yeah, of course, there's no belladonna. Belladonna. Oh, my dear, they discount this possibility as the plant is not indigenous to the area. Never discount the impossible. Never discount it. The two men go to the Blue Ribbon Laundry to conduct an exorcism over the speed ironer. I kid you not. Oh, yes. Begone, oh steamy one. Maybe words like that might have been used. I do not know. I jest. Oh, yes. It gets worse. Oh, how could it get worse? Well, it does, my darlings. It gets worse and worse and worse. Unbeknownst to Hutton and Jackson, but knowinst to us all, the Mangler had indeed consumed the belladonna, as it was an active ingredient in the antacid tablets that Frawley accidentally dropped into the Mangler shortly before it munched on her. Yes, the crazy woman was trying to pick her tablets up when they got swallowed up in the machine, and the machine thought, "Hoo-hoo, we're at the races now," and promptly chowed on down on Adele Frawley. Yeah. As a result, in their attempts to exorcise the heaty, steamy demoni from the speed ironer, it only makes it stronger. I've got at foot of our stairs. I never thought that'd happen. The Mangler begins to rip loose of its moorings like a dinosaur trying to escape a tar pit. Yes, the heaving behemoth promptly jumps up and swallows up Jackson and nibbles him all up and squashes him flat as a pancake. Hutton, in a mild state of panic. I don't know. Trouble at mill. Our Hutton runs off. He runs off to the house of Roger Martin, the guy that originally did the investigation, and implores him to destroy the Mangler before it does anything worse, and then he promptly faints. Yeah, keels over and faints. I think I might have fainted if I'd just seen it gobble up my best friend Jackson. Martin picks up the telephone, but before he can call anyone to help, he realises that the machine is outside and roaming the streets in search of more prey. Dun dun dun! Oh no! With a massive ironing machine bellowing steam, galloping up and down the streets, searching for more juicy morsels. Oh, it could only be in the world of Stephen King. That is just so bonkers. It's an absolute blast. It truly is. From the master himself. And it's quite the classic. And you'll never look at your pile of laundry and ironing in the same light ever again. I kid you not. And a new little bit that you might not know about the Mangler. The story was adapted by Tobe Hooper for the screenplay of the 1995 film directed by Tobe Hooper that starred Robert Englund as, well, we all know Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger, and he starred in this particular film called The Mangler. Yeah, and it has 2 sequels to The Mangler. The Mangler 2, gosh, that's an original title, isn't it? And The Mangler Reborn. Both are alternating sequels to the first film. So nice. They did it twice or thrice, because we've got 2 very similar sequels to the original, The Mangler. Now, if you manage to get yourself a copy of The Mangler, an original copy of The Mangler, then you, my dears, are legendary people, and we are not worthy to be in the presence of such greatness, because I should imagine, being over 52 years old and in a magazine, no less, it will be nigh on impossible, not improbable, probably not impossible, but if you do so happen to have a copy of that, it'd be worth quite a pretty penny. Do not throw it out in the trash. Do not. And if you have a copy of Night Shift, an original copy from 1986, it might have been earlier than that, you'll have to correct me on this. If you can get hold of a copy of that, again, absolute little goldmine you've got there. So don't throw it away, because to know it came out 52 years ago is quite an achievement. It really is. And Stephen, well, we all know that he does absolutely mad, bad horror, crazy horror, indescribable horror. But The Mangler just happens to be a personal favourite of mine because, well, you've seen the amount of ironing that I do. And occasionally, when I'm ironing, I'm thinking about the Mangler and the demon from the steam speed roller, and the sheer thought of it galloping up and down the streets looking for people to eat. It's so bizarre and so funny that it just makes the perfect macabre horror. It's an incredibly short read, but you will be creased up laughing at the grisly goriness of this gorgeous little gem. And if I ever find an actual physical copy of The Mangler, you can be absolutely assured that my hot little hands will be all over it, grabbing it for myself. And on that note, my darling, of day 27 of the 31 Days of Horror, I will bid you a fond farewell, and we will see you tomorrow with another grisly, gory, gorgeous tale as we creep ever closer to Halloween. Now, if you like what I've done, you can always give me a thumbs up. And if you really like what I've done, you can always give me a follow. And come with me for more exciting, ghoulishly gory adventures. Because we're so close to Halloween. We really are. And I do have some treats for you in the last few days. And I do hope you'll join me and find out what they are. Take care, my darlings. Happy readings and enjoy. And if you get a copy of the Mangler, good on you. That's not that easy to find. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.